also allows, Your Honor, so that we can move a little further. I'll reform the question.
All right.
All right.
You may
Now-
withdraw and reform your question.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, there is also mentioned in here that the actuation of the Honorable Justice Corona was in order to give the former president the opportunity to escape prosecution.
That's in the article, Article 7.
Oo. Do you subscribe to that, to this statement appearing in here? Or you have doubts also?
I subscribe
All right.
to that allegation.
All right. In other words, there is really the desire on the part of Justice Corona to allow the escape of the GMA.
From my own appreciation of what happened, the developments, actions, what I read in the opinions, etc., yes.
All right. So this is not based on your personal opinion.
My own observations based on, again, as I said, my appreciation of the attendant facts and circumstances, and based on the pleadings, the orders, the disclosures, revelations in the dissenting opinion.
But-
and Your Honors, also because, well, when in fact, in the issuance itself of the TRO, so it was November 15, and then we were given only very limited period to file a comment, only in 3 days, due on November 18, and then they set the oral arguments for November 22. That's not common, sir. Normally, the respondents are given a period of 10 days to file a comment, and then after which, if the court so desires, will set the case
So whenever-
for oral arguments.
Right.
Now, very limited period, and then immediately oral arguments for November 22. Now, if they intended to get the comment from us in just in 3 days, and they intended to hear us out in that oral arguments on November 22, why issue the TRO
So
on
that-
November 15?
So that is your conclusion.
Yes, Your
On the
Honor.
basis, according to you, of the documents you have read.
Documents and my understanding, and I'm a
Would you-
student of law.
Would you say that there was conspiracy among the members of the Supreme Court that enables the grant of the restraining order? Conspiracy is a pastibak, and the liability of one is the liability of all. That's why I asked this question. Why is the impeachment complaint only gravitate or centers on the Chief Justice, excluding the other conspirators?
Because
Mr. President,
Yes.
I object to the question as argumentative.
No, let the Secretary of Justice answer. It's not argumentative. It's just asking whether she knows, as a matter of fact, that there was conspiracy.
if the question is demanding for a categorical answer on my part,
Certainly, yes.
conspiracy
Yes.
based, well, the conspiracy because they issued the questionable TRO. Well, the Chief Justice is only one vote, of course, when it comes to decisions. But there are other things, there are other functions and duties and powers of the Chief Justice
But
as
that-
primus inter pares.
But that's not my question to you, Madam Secretary. My question to you is, this restraining order could not have come into effect were it not for the fact that a majority of the court en banc decided to grant the same. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It could not have been possible by the signature merely of Chief Justice Corona, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And since the actual result is there was a restraining order issued by the court, the responsibility is supposed to be shouldered by all the signatories to that resolution granting the restraining order, or you have a different view?
If we talk only about the voting and the position with respect to the propriety of the TRO, with 8 of them concurring that TRO at the time was proper in their view, or that's their position as the majority, then yes.
Thank you. I noticed that you have laid very heavy an emphasis on the dissenting opinion. Is this your ordinary approach to cases that you have been handling? Because
sir.
my opinion is, what controls is the majority decision.
Yes, Your Honor. No, sir, that's not my usual appreciation.
This is a special one only.
Well, because of the peculiar circumstances.
And there is no other case which you have treated in the same manner, where you laid heavy an emphasis on the dissenting opinion.
There may have been a few.
But
when
you
I was
cannot
still,
recall anymore.
No more. When I was still a practitioner,
Thank you.
I believe that the dissenting opinions
I'll
are,
request permission, Your Honor, to be allowed
had
to
more merit.
It's already 6 o'clock. I do not want to tax
What is your
Patience, okay.
pleasure?
Your Honor, please.
You-
I am sorry.
What is the pleasure of the defense counsel?
I request, Your Honor, that I be allowed to continue with my cross
Yes.
in tomorrow's hearing because of time.
Is there any
And
objection?
besides, the Secretary had been on the witness stand for almost 2 hours.
No objection from the prosecution.
Request granted.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And,
Therefore, we will
May
continue
we
with the...
respectfully request the Honorable Chief Justice, Secretary of Justice of the Republic to
No vacancy.